Hello, hello. Just give me a second to get there. It takes me a while. So I'm trying out. How are you all today, by the way? Good. Good. Oh, you're talkative. That's nice. Trying out a new look. Do you like it? Yeah. It's a work in progress. Oh, and I've decided on a drag name for myself. I think I shall be Joy Gavalt. I don't know. Work in progress. In my life outside of a dress, my name is Geoff Williams, and this is what I look like. And for today, I decided to set myself a challenge. The challenge was to do something that I'd always been too afraid to try, but really wanted to give a go. So for the first time ever, I am appearing in public in drag. Now, woo! Go on! Yay! Oh, you're awesome! Now, I work in the theatre, so unsurprisingly, I have actually been in a dress before, but never for very long. My God, never in high heels, and never with any real sincerity. But I've always wanted to give it a try, and there's always been this sort of thing that's kept me back. I've had so many fears. What would other people think? What would other drag queens think? Would I be able to walk in heels? Would I look any good in a dress? So I never did it till today. Now, I think, sorry, it's coming undone. 1 second. It's better. This is new for me, okay? Now, this feels uncomfortable to me a little bit because it's so far outside of anything I normally do to express myself physically. Let's have a look at the picture again. This is me, how I normally am. Well, even this is a little bit sort of glammed up. My normal look is sort of drab and unimaginative. End of the slideshow. Yeah, wasn't it amazing? So I have been very afraid to do this. I don't know if you can tell, I'm a bit nervous. And it's been sort of a challenge to get here to try this out. Oh, I've lost my train of thought a little bit. In 2010, I was in South Africa, where I'm from, studying an MA in psychology. I was 2 years in, and something wasn't right. I was told by everyone around me and believed myself that the thing to do was to find job security, and I was very good at psychology, so I had a clear career trajectory. But something wasn't right. Looming in the future, somewhere in the fog, was this dream I had of doing something different. And the problem was that this dream followed a path that went up a mountain, over on the other side, and I couldn't see what came next. I couldn't see what was right after where I was. So I was really unaware. So was it a lake of fire? Was it sort of dragons? Was it a life in drag? So I never gave it a try. What I was sure of, though, was that I wasn't happy in psychology. What I wanted, what this dream was actually to be what I am now as a theatre director, and I would love to be a film director. I saw myself at the Oscars having a drink with Tarantino, or a cheeky giggle with Pacino, you know, the usual stuff. And that was never going to happen because that was a pipe dream, right? Once you're on a path, you stay on a path and you keep doing that till you're finished. What lunatic uproots themselves, climbs up over the mountain, away from the job security, away from the clear career trajectory? And that lunatic was me, and there is something I should tell you at this point. I haven't told anybody what this talk is about, which is one of the reasons I'm so nervous. I didn't do that because I was ashamed of it or afraid of it. Actually, I did that for the opposite reason. I did that because I didn't want to let myself off the hook. It would have been so easy to canvass everyone's opinion, see what they thought, take out anything that people went, and do a talk that was down the line. But what I've decided to do is just offer what comes from me. So my friends, my family, my boyfriend, my colleagues, they don't know this is what's happening. And they're all watching, so we'll see what happens. We'll see how that goes. What kept me in psychology for so long was that I was confident and secure in life I thought I fully understood. The known routine seemed so safe, it seemed so easy. So just take a moment for yourselves to think about your own routines and the things about it that you find secure and the things that make you happy. Those little rituals of life that you count on, that make your day seem manageable. For me, it's like in the morning, my day does not start, and I mean it does not start without a cup of coffee, right? I can't do that. And in the evening, I will admit this, I can't go to sleep without watching an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, because it's amazing, okay? But I can't go to sleep without it. We exist in these ruts, in these grooves of life, because they are comfortable and what's outside them is so scary. But what if we were to take a step outside? What if we were to try and just imagine that dream that we have just for a moment as if it was a real possibility? There is a wonderful Yiddish saying that I've grown so fond of over the years. Man macht, Gott lacht. And it means we plan and God laughs. And I think personally that God is laughing happily, like a grandfather laughs at what his grandchildren get up to. But we exist, but I am terrified of being here, and that's the problem. We're all afraid. So take my current situation. I'm sure God is sort of laughing at this, because this is lunacy. And there were so many reasons that this was a sort of a bad idea. Everyone was telling me that this was not going to work. In fact, there was one guy who told me the only people who make it in the arts are those who start as children. Everybody else fails, so I should just stay where I was in psychology doing what I did, and I should be a good boy. So there was all these fears that kept me trapped. And fear is the thing that I keep coming back to. It's the thing that makes us try and identify all the things that can go wrong about a specific endeavor and put those things all around us. We try and minimize risk. The thing is, though, if you build a life around the minimization of risk, you put in all these boxes all around you, you exist in a tiny, tiny world. Now, I grant you that, of course, it's possible to do that and it works. You will identify risks and they will help you prevent yourself going towards them. But your world will get smaller and smaller, and you'll never really move away from all the things that are risky, because you can't do that. You can't avoid all the risks. If I'd stayed in psychology, it would have been because I wanted a stable income and I wanted a life of security. And that would have been fine, that would have been safe, I would have been happy. But I wouldn't have been as happy as I am now, crazy man in a dress, and I would have always had that sense of the thing over the mountain, the dream, the thing far away that I wasn't actually pursuing. So that's my story. Now, in a minute, I'm going to ask you guys to do some things for me. Haha. Crazy, you know, TED Talk, people do things. They're really easy, they're really mundane, but I'm going to ask you to do them in a specific way. I want you to open yourself to doing them in a slightly different way than you normally would. I want you to try not to anticipate, not to prepare, not to get yourself ready for what's going to happen. Just do what I ask you to do, because it's really mundane, and see where that leaves you. Okay? Are you all okay for this? You all sound so nervous because it's silent. Right, let's go. Everybody stand up. Oh, lovely. That was easy, right? That wasn't hard. That was easy. Okay. The next thing I'd like you to do is find a partner. So you might have to move around the room to do this. So pair up with someone. So, right, while you're pairing up, listen to the instruction. Okay? Everybody got a partner? Oh, I'm really messing with this TED Talk. Everybody got a partner? Great. Now listen to the instruction before you do anything, right? With your partner, when I tell you, all you're going to do is you're going to turn to them and you're going to look them in the eyes. And you're not going to stop looking at them in the eyes until I tell you. You're going to just hold their eyes, okay? You can giggle, it's fine, that's natural. Give it a go. Just hold their eyes. Okay, you can stop. Look back at me, fabulous man in a dress. Right. The next thing, you guys are awesome, by the way. That was fantastic. Think about the hand you normally shake hands with, right? For me, that's my right hand. And don't do anything till I tell you. Think about, I want you to take the other hand, and what you're going to do is with your new friend, you're going to shake hands, and again, you're going to hold on until I tell you to let go. Just shake hands, but hold the hands. Go for it. Now hold on, keep holding on. Keep holding hands. Okay, you can let go. Now for the insane part. I want you to sit down where your partner was sitting. Aha! Oh, I'm falling out again. How do women put up with this? Right. Now that you're sitting down, I want you to adjust how you're sitting. So you sat down in a natural way. This is not natural, it's me squatting. You sat down in some natural way. I want you to adjust it to another way that feels comfortable, but wasn't how you naturally sat down, okay? Just adjust it slightly. Change how your legs are. Yeah, lovely. Interactive part over so you can take a breath. But I want you to close your eyes for a second. Don't worry, Auntie Joy is taking care of you. So close your eyes. And I want you to reflect on what you just happened, what you just did. You did some really mundane things in a slightly different way, in a way that was outside of your comfort zone, in a way that challenged you maybe. Maybe it was terrifying, maybe exciting, maybe invigorating. I don't know. I hope it was positive. But it was something different. Okay, you can open your eyes and get all dolled up not to be looked at. How about this? I bet you're in a heightened state of focus as well. You're sort of more paying attention to everything around you than you were a minute ago. It is this heightened state that I think you can use to push yourself out of your boundaries of fear. Okay? This get-up is outside of my comfort zone. I can tell you. I can't even see my comfort zone. It's somewhere over the horizon. But it's allowed me to give this speech, which I don't think I otherwise would have. Now, I'm not suggesting that everyone has dreams of drag, like me, or that you have big dreams necessarily that you want to realize in your life, or things that you desperately want to change. But whatever the small things are, whatever the things that there are in your life that you do want to change, my proposal is that you can use the space to get there. You can take small steps in the space of the unknown, in the space that is a little bit scary, a little bit challenging, but easy to access, that will take you there. I thrive in the space of the unknown, as you might have guessed. In my personal life, in my career. I work with actors all the time, and I try to push them outside of their comfort zones, because it's sort of okay to watch a play that goes perfectly to plan, but it's a little bit dull. And actors who don't take any risks are quite boring to watch. And I would say a life with no challenges that's never been pushed is one that is not going to be memorable. Personally, I find myself most alive when I'm dealing with something that went wrong. It went wrong when I came in. I couldn't remember where my speech was going to go, but had to deal with it. I almost fell over too. But, that's where I feel most creative, most pushing things forward, most taking things to the next level. So I've never done this before, and now I'm doing it. And so I'm able to see, do I want to take this somewhere else? But you don't have to do what I did. You don't have to uproot yourself, go to another country and change careers, because there's only lunatic South Africans with a fetish for drag do that. Man macht, Gott lacht. We dream and God laughs, and I think he's laughing happily. It might all go wrong, but try it anyway. Now go forth and be fabulous.